your eyes. Get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day. But I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul. Hold my hand. Don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts. It wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Whew. Don't love starting on an emotional note, but here we are. Sorry. Sometimes that gets me, and sometimes I'm totally fine watching it. Okay. But my journey has been going on my whole life. Sorry. As long as I can remember, I didn't feel like myself. I was exhausted all the time. Sorry. Okay. Okay, we're good. It's hard. I don't have a moment in time where I started feeling terrible and we had to do something about it. I felt like this my whole life. I had nothing to compare it to. This was just what life was. I was tired, I was lethargic, I was cranky. But I felt like there was more inside me that I just could not present to the world. I couldn't release it because it was just stuck. And that's just how I lived life. You can ask my parents. They thought I was just cranky. They would just say she needs to eat. I was a tough kid. School was always hard for me. I had learning issues that no one identified. Things in life, it just kind of felt like I was white knuckling. I was getting through it, but everything was just so much harder than it had to be. So when I was little, I was cranky, tough at school. As I got older, I started having panic attacks. I was depressed. And then I was diagnosed with thyroid disease. And after all these things just kind of kept happening for a seemingly healthy young person, my dad just, he didn't really accept it. He thought, there's something going on here. And at that point, he had started getting familiar with the idea of Airway and taking some courses. He actually received a phone call at I don't know what time in the middle of the night when I was in Thailand that I was getting a brain scan done because I felt so terrible. So it's not a fun phone call to get when your child's on the other side of the world. And at that point, I was just suffering, I was suffering from panic attacks. But anxiety was not talked about the way it is now. So I didn't know what anxiety was. I just thought, oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? I feel terrible. So all these things just kept happening where I was just not myself and sick. So my dad presented my case to his mentor, and they really took one look at my face and said, she needs surgery. And he came back to tell me that, nervous to tell me. And I said, okay, great, let's just do the surgery. I'm ready. Let's do it right now. But of course, there's due diligence you have to do, getting tested, sleep tests, ENT visits, just so much to do. And that's how we started the journey, filming this documentary, going through all of these tests and diagnosis procedures. But really, just what I want to talk about is that, and for the record, my numbers did not scream she has an airway disorder, that there's something wrong with her. Continuously, I was told, it's mild, if anything, she should be fine. But really having to trust the patient. And I am so lucky to have my dad and family who trusted me and pushed, and they were advocates for me to figure out what was going on. And, just as you're working with kids, this is a huge issue for so many people. They don't even know what to look for. They don't even know that this exists. So by you guys getting educated today, you can just really make a huge impact for so many. I believe everything happens for a reason, and I'm on this journey, and, I'm doing now what I'm supposed to be doing, but sorry, God. Sometimes you look back and think, if someone was able to identify this earlier for me, what would my life have looked like? I think about school, because that was really the hardest part for me. Struggling, working so hard and never getting the grades, and just being told to work harder, and believing that I was stupid my entire life, So even physically what it can do to a person, but mentally, emotionally, it's confidence. It is a huge issue for so many people. So I'm excited that you're here learning. I applaud you for, being people thinking outside of the box, and, just like my dad said, remembering that there's a person behind airway issues. So that's it. Sorry I'm so emotional. Thank you.